in a time of 52.92, a new high school national record. Back to back to back to back state champions. NET Sports, Nebraska's home for championship sports, is live from Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln, Nebraska for the 2016 NSAA Girls Basketball Championships. And this afternoon, we've got the Class D2 state championship title as the St. Mary's Cardinals take on the Wynot Blue Devils. And hello again, everyone. I'm Larry Putney, along with Trudy Nolan. Andy Kendi will be joining us momentarily. We've got a battle of one team looking for their second consecutive state championship, albeit in a different class.
That's right. They were the champions last year in D1. This year, they are now playing in the championship in D2. They use pressure defense to cause a lot of turnovers by other teams. They have two all-state seniors that do a lot of scoring for the Cardinals, Sydney Hupp at the center and Riley Sybil at the guard.
The Wynot Blue Devils, 23-5.
Yeah, and this is their 7th straight finals game at the state tournament. They've been champions 4 times, and 2 times they were runner-up. So many of these girls, it's not their first big state final game. They've been here before. They're going to also use pressure defense, and they shoot lots of threes. They're led by the senior guard, Danielle Wiesler, who had 25 points over their win on Thursday over CWC. Also scoring for them is a junior, Courtney Arkfield, and Carissa Kukta as well. You know, these two teams, they know each other because they played in the district finals to get here. So why not play in the state finals as well?
Should be a good one. It's the Class D2 state championship. It's the Blue Devils of Wynot taking on St. Mary's, the Cardinals from O'Neill, when we come back on NET Sports.
I had 29 students in my class.
We've been together since kindergarten.
High school, 4 years of growing up.
Growing together. Senior year.
I am done with school.
I'm invincible.
They don't understand me.
Forget about it. Let's have fun.
I had 29 students in my class.
No matter how you look at it, animal agriculture helps Nebraska's economy. The livestock industry provides increased tax revenues for schools and community services. Livestock enterprises also create jobs while contributing to existing businesses such as local banks and grocery stores. A thriving livestock industry helps maintain our current way of life, but also provides opportunities for the next generation of farm families. The Nebraska Soybean Checkoff helps to raise awareness of the importance of animal agriculture to Nebraska.
Nebraska Sports History.
Now, got time to remind you to watch NET Sports anytime, anywhere. You can download the free NET Nebraska app today. Watch college player profiles, full-length episodes from Big Red Wrap-Up, live web streams. There's so much more available. All you have to do is search for NET Nebraska in the App Store. It's available for Android and Apple devices, and it's free. You can download it also at netnebraska.org/apps. And now with more, we head down to the floor to Andy Kendi.
Hi, Larry. We're getting ready for the Class D2 state championship game at St. Mary's, going for their 2nd straight state title, taking on Wynot, the Blue Devils, in the state finals for the 8th consecutive year. It's the Class D2 state championship game, and let's get it started.
Nebraska School Activities Association and its member schools welcome you to the 2016 NSAA Girls State Basketball Championships. The NSAA is proud to recognize its corporate partners, U.S. Bank, Farmers Mutual Insurance, Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association, Nebraska Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, CHI St. Elizabeth's, Pump and Pantry, Midwest Dairy, and the Nebraska National Guard. And now, to honor our nation, please rise and remove your caps for the singing of our national anthem. Today's anthem is being performed by Miss Emily Kammerer, a sophomore from Sutherland High School.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the streaming, and the rockets fly clear, the bombs bursting in air, give proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
The Nebraska School Activities Association and its member schools welcome you to the 2016 NSAA Girls State Basketball Championships. Today's Class D2 championship game features the St. Mary's Cardinals and the Wynot Blue Devils. Now let's meet the players and coaches. First, the non-starters for St. Mary's. Number 3, Brianna Bauer. Number 4, Kendra Kozacek. Number 5, Brooke Benson. Number 10, Brianna Hedstrom. Number 11, Abby Hedstrom. Number 31, Haley Eiler. Number 33, Emily Pongratz. Number 34, Kaylee Harvey. And number 41, Logan Canott. Now the non-starters for Wynot. Number 10, Madeline Gartner. Number 14, Darian Greniger. Number 21, Courtney Lindner. Number 33, Julia Eskins. And number 34, Darian Ahrens. Here is the starting lineup for the O'Neill St. Mary's Cardinals. A 6-foot senior, number 12, Sydney Hupp. A 5-foot 10-inch senior, number 14, Tracy Kuala. A 5-foot 11-inch junior, number 20, Hattie Blumenstock. A 5-foot 10-inch junior, number 21, Taylor Coleman. And a 5-foot 9-inch senior, number 23, Riley Sybil. The assistant coach for the Cardinals is Luke Bula. The head coach for St. Mary's is Tracy Berg. Now, the starting lineup for the Wynot Blue Devils. A 5-foot 3-inch senior, number 5, Olivia Wiesler. A 5-foot 9-inch junior, number 23, Courtney Arkfeld. A 5-foot 3-inch senior, number 24, Danielle Wiesler. A 5-foot 6-inch junior, number 32, Carissa Kukta. And a 5-foot 9-inch junior, number 35, Skylar Arkfeld. The assistant coach for the Blue Devils is Shelly Arkfeld. The head coach for Wynot is Steve Wiesler. The officials for today's game are Travis Unziker, Randy Coyle, and Tim Devlin. And the bench official is Eric Whitemore. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's play basketball.
Class D2 state championship, our 4th state championship game of the day. We've crowned champs already in Class D1, Class C1, Class B, and now we will end the evening session with Class D2A and C2. Here's a look at these two teams, not far from each other. Of course, St. Mary's in O'Neill, Wynot also in the northeastern part of the state, not far from Yankton and Sioux City and that little Siouxland area. Wynot and St. Mary's, Wynot beating Chambers Wheeler Central and also Falls City Sacred Heart to get here. And for St. Mary's, it was a victory over Hyannis in the first round and Sandhills Thedford 58-50 in the semifinals. As we set off the top, St. Mary's head coach Tracy Berg in her second year won a state championship in year number 1. She set the bar high. Expectations are none other than a state championship now at O'Neill St. Mary's. She did it to herself. Won it last year in Class D1, hoping to repeat as they drop down to Class D2 this year. And already that pressure defense, as you see Riley Sybil all over them defensively, swaps that ball away off of Sybil and out. But that is the type of pace, frenetic, man-to-man defense you will see out of St. Mary's.
Yeah, and you know what? She's going to go 10 players. In fact, on Thursday, all 10 players scored in the game as well.
Rebound pulled down by Blumenstock, Addie Blumenstock. Wynot, as we said, no stranger to the state championships. They may not be the defending champs, as the bucket put in by Tracy Koala. But Wynot has been in this state championship game 7 consecutive years. Shot up and good. Olivia Wiesler with the bucket.
You know, it's kind of funny when you look and both coaches talking about how they both want to run, they both want to press, they both want to play pressure defense. So sounds like the game plans are the same. It could be a very tough game between the two of them. And as we know, it has been when they've played before with each other.
And both coaches not afraid to go deep into the bench as well. St. Mary's obviously a bit deeper than the Blue Devils. Inside it goes to Hupp. Hupp called for the travel. Hupp is the leading scorer for St. Mary's, averages nearly 19 a game. She scored 20 and 19 in the first 2 games down here at State this week. Arkfeld pushed it up the floor. The shot by Skylar Arkfeld. Those are twins, Courtney and Skylar. Foul will send Skylar Arkfeld to the line. Both the Arkfelds, 5'9" forward.
It's funny to see, Larry, how many sisters, twins, everything we have on a lot of our teams that we have here at the state tournament finals.
Pulled out of there by Courtney Arkfeld after sister missed the second of the 2. There's Wiesler with it. Out in the corner, wide open look. Shot is off by Carissa Kupta. Here's Hupp. Good move down low by Hupp. And nice defense as well by Courtney Arkfeld.
Yeah, you know that Wynot knows this, that they're going to key in on Hupp and Sybil as they score about half or over half of St. Mary's points.
Wiesler loses it momentarily, kicks it back up top. 3 on the way by Danielle Wiesler. That's off. And here comes St. Mary's. Good balanced attack by this Blue Devil team that has the ball now. Courtney Arkfeld averages 13, Carissa Kupta 10, 18 for Danielle Wiesler. Wiesler at the point guard, not afraid to take it to the basket hard, and they are really guarding Danielle, trying to keep the ball, trying to deny her even touching the ball. Charge called on Skylar Arkfeld. That's her first personal foul.
Yeah, Riley Sybil is doing a great job on defense to not let Wiesler get the ball there. And there's a look at the foul on Skylar Arkfeld.
Court pressure broken by St. Mary's. There's Riley Sybil. Bounce pass over to Blumenstock. Shot is off. And the Blue Devils with it. Now St. Mary's dropping into a 2-3, really trying to switch it up. Keep them off balance, a bit confused. What a shot by Wiesler. Wow, left-handed turning over the shoulder, laying by Wiesler.
That was a great take by Danielle to the hoop there.
And timeout called by Tracy Bird. the head coach of St. Mary's. But what a shot by Danielle Wiesland.
It was, you know, one of the things is both teams, as we talked about before, here's the shot by Wiesler here. It was a great drive, and you're right, a great left hand put in there underneath the basket almost.
Over the shoulder, off glass, in the bucket, nothing but net. Isn't that what, how it used to go?
Yeah,
Called it?
that is it. One of the things is we talked about both teams like to have pressure defense, and, you know, you're used to that then. If that's what you practice, and practice is playing against that pressure defense, and now you're playing another team that does a lot of pressure defense, you're used to those different kinds of things. So it's good, you know, I think St. Mary's is probably trying to mix it up with maybe a zone and maybe a man and kind of jump back and forth in that regard.
4-2. Wynot on top in the early going. Good pace here, though, in this Class D2 state championship game. Drive tipped away, partially blocked. Wiesler again. Outside, the open look at the three. Knocked it down. Three-pointer for New York Phil. 7-2. The Blue Devils on top. A good screen set there to free up Sybil. She knocks down the jumper.
It was a really good screen, but it was also a good take right there at the free throw line. A good jumper for her to take. St. Mary's is back again in their 2-3 zone.
Three is on the way from Arkfeld. Knocked it down again. Back-to-back threes for Courtney Arkfeld. Courtney last year was all tournament at state. Foul called on Maddie Gartner. Gartner picks up the foul. And changes coming for the Blue Devils.
Timeout on the floor.
Wynot on top? We have timeout on the court here in Lincoln. 10-4, Blue Devils.
Over the years, the Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association has supported many Nebraska athletes by helping them excel physically. But the mental game is just as important. That's why we're pleased to sponsor the NSAA Academic All-State Award Program, recognizing students and athletes who shine in the classroom and as leaders. We're proud to team up with these exceptional individuals. Together we can continue to make Nebraska a great place to live, learn, and play.
Programming on NET television is made possible in part by U.S. Bank. U.S. Bank knows the importance of giving back. That's why we're committed to support charitable, educational, and service organizations in communities across Nebraska and the nation. Last year, U.S. Bank employees provided more than 3,000 hours of community service in Nebraska, and we're dedicated to continuing that support. U.S. Bank, serving you in Nebraska. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Pinnacle Bank Arena, Class D2 state championship game, St. Mary's versus Wynot. St. Mary's coach is Tracy Berg, and you noticed her fashion statement is also a little bit of superstition. You know, she wore those pants, those red pants, when she was an assistant coach, and they won state 3 years ago. Then they went to state 3 years ago, and then they won it all last year when she was wearing them, and then she put them away. She said, they're done, I'm retiring them. And then she brought them back for one game this year. It was CWC, and it was a loss. So she's a little apprehensive about bringing back, but I think the girls talked her into it. So this could be the last time you see her in those red pants. Guys?
Did she consider that a good thing, or was she kind of disappointed about that?
She was disappointed that they lost earlier, absolutely.
Right.
But she said one more. I think she said that those pants have one more win in them before they get hoisted to the rafters in the St. Mary's gym.
We'll get the signatures on them before that happens, right? So here's Arkfeld up the floor, 10-4 now. Three on the way. We still, wow, three-pointers for Wynot. They have hit 4 of their last 4 from the floor.
Gosh, it's almost like we're seeing Lincoln Christian here again with these 3-pointers going up.
schedule that these Blue Devils play, being up there in Northeast Nebraska, almost always playing competition up a level just because of the geography of where they're at. A lot of C1 and C2 schools in Northeast Nebraska and talented schools. So they come into state with a 23-5 record, and those 5 losses, all quality losses against great opponents.
They are, because if you look at them, one of the losses is to Crofton, who we're going to see in the finals in C2.
Right. 2
losses to Emerson Hubbard, who we just crowned this morning in D1, and then also Guardian Angel, who we're going to see in finals of C2. So, wow. I mean, 4 of those 5 losses are from teams that are in the finals at the state tournament.
There's your 3-point shooting right now. Wynot 3 of 5. St. Mary's has yet to hit a 3. Let's go over to Andy Kindy.
Yeah, you guys were talking about that tough schedule for Wynot. I talked to Steve Weisler before the game. He said that tough schedule almost kept this team out of the state tournament. That's why they had to win that district final against St. Mary's, because they would not have gotten in on points. And you add to it, they also played one of the best teams in South Dakota. He says that it's a double-edged sword. They get better by playing better competition, but if you don't get the results, well, then your hands are tied come district time.
Yeah, that's a great point, Andy. In fact, I think that team from South Dakota, they played St. Thomas More, was a state champ this year, certainly ranked #1 at one point during the year. So just a quality schedule that Steve Weisler challenges these young ladies with.
And that is the tough part with the wild card points. With you play those teams, what kind of schedule? But as you can tell, it has benefited them. I mean, look at them. They're down here. They're in the state finals. They've overcome a couple of really tough games. And so that's when the schedule does benefit you.
3 on the way from Hedstrom. Comes up short. Long rebound right into the hands of Carissa Kupta. Arkfeld drives in, kicks into the corner. 3 on the way from Kupta is off the mark. St. Mary's team also very balanced. Sydney Hupp leads this team in scoring. Hupp has not scored and is not on the floor right now.
And then St. Mary's is looking to run. Tracy's really trying to get her team, as soon as they get a rebound, get down the floor, because again, they got the people that they can bring in. They have the subs.
Sydney Hupp leads the way at 18.5 a game, 11.5 for Sybil, as you mentioned off the top. Tipped away and a jump ball. Nice job defensively, Blumenstock. And now Sydney Hupp will come back into the game. Going to the bench for St. Mary's is Blumenstock. Also in for the Cardinals, Emily Pongratz. Taylor Coleman back into the lineup. That's Kupta, who will take a seat. Maddie Gartner back in for Wynot, along with Darian Greniger. Holding for the final shot here in period #1. St. Mary's down by 7. Shot up and off, and that will end period #1. And the Blue Devils in control here after 1. They lead it 13-6.
Are you cool to flex fuel? 1 in 7 Nebraskans is driving a flex fuel vehicle, and many don't even realize it. With a flex fuel vehicle, you can fill up with any blend of American ethanol and gasoline, from E10 to E15, from E30 to E85, at any time in any amount. Look for an insignia on your trunk or tailgate. You might have a yellow gas cap, or check your owner's manual. If you're cool to flex fuel, then look for a flex fuel pump in your neighborhood. Flex fuel blends with American ethanol.
Your car has been with you a long time, through the months and years. Now it's time to let it go. donate it. Support the programming you love.
Back at Pinnacle Bank Arena, Lincoln, Nebraska, the Class D2 state championship game. Wynot leads it as we begin second period action, 13-6. Yeah, we mentioned that the Blue Devils have been in this state championship game, as that's going to be turned over. Could not get it in. Nice job defensively by St. Mary's.
Yeah, that's that pressure defense that they've been playing. And, you know, I'm sure Tracy Berg wants them to start getting some things in on offense. You know, they're not shooting real great right now. Their field goal percentage is 27%, but they really haven't gotten a whole lot with Hupp and Sybil, who are their two main scorers right now. In fact, you know, right now, Hupp does not have any and Sybil just has 2 at this point at the end of the first quarter.
Gets it into Hupp. Finished my thought previously. We were talking about Wynot being in 7 consecutive state championships. And you think, oh, it's got to be about a record, right? I mean, 7 straight trips to a title game is pretty incredible. As that's put back in up, St. Mary's closes that gap to 5. And it is incredible, 7 in a row, but a long way away from the state record, which, if you remember those South Sioux City teams from, you know, the late 90s into the early 2000s, just phenomenal teams. They made the state championship game 11 years in a row. And the only year of those 11 that they lost it was in 1999 when they were upset by Ogallala, a team that they thought, and everyone thought they were going to handle easily. And maybe a little overconfident going into that state championship game, but they won 6 in a row, lost in 99, and went on to win 5 more. So 11, check that, 4 more, 11 consecutive state championship games. 7 in a row is still impressive here for the Blue Devils.
It is very impressive, and as you look at it, they only have 2 seniors. So they're young. They could be right back in it again.
Put back up and out, tipped around. Rebound comes down to Blumenstock, who is fouled. That'll put Blumenstock at the line. Foul on Kupta.
And, you know, it puts a lot of pressure on the players, on the coach, expecting to get back. You know, St. Mary's has the same thing. They were state champion last year. So to get back to win that 7 times and making it to the finals is a pretty great accomplishment. But you're always looking to improve. And so how do you improve?
Right. Right. Just keep winning it, right? Well, they finished runner-up their first year in 2010. Won 4 straight. They were in the championship game last year. Talking about Wynot, lost that game to Falls City Sacred Heart last year. And then guess who they had to play yesterday to get into this game? Falls City Sacred Heart. Came back and beat them in the semifinals, 43-39. Stripped away, ripped out of there by Skylar Arkfeld.
And, you know, when we look at St. Mary's schedule, their schedule is not a whole lot easier. I mean, the 4 losses that they've had, 3 of those are from state teams that have been are here in the state tournament this year as well.
Haley Eiler, good dish inside, finished off by Haiti Blumenstock. And St. Mary's back to within 2 just like that.
St. Mary's right now is on a 7-0 run right now against Wynot.
Back-to-back layup opportunities just did not fall for the Blue Devils. 3 on the way. Shot by Coleman is off. Wiesler with the 3. That's off the back of the rim. Hupp pulls it down. And the turnover.
Yeah, you know, but that's what St. Mary's, that's what Tracy Berg, she wanted them at the beginning to kind of keep it going, but of course to run up and down the floor because, again, they can sub in. But, of course, that can cause those turnovers sometimes as well. This was a very nice pass inside to Blumenstock.
Brianna Hedstrom back into the game for St. Mary's. Sybil back in, and our first look, I believe, at Logan Connett, who's now in the game for St. Mary's. Also in the game for the Blue Devils is Courtney Linder. And along with Linder, Julia Eskins also in for the Blue Devils. Since Steve Weisler knows there's going to be a need to stay fresh here late in this game, and he's really using that entire roster. Here's Hupp with it. Good move by Hupp. She just hasn't had a lot of luck getting the shot to fall yet. 1 for 5 from the floor is Hupp. Weisler has it up top. She's guarded very closely by Sybil.
You know, and I think that Steve Weisler probably, it's a good shot for her to take, but I think right now he's just wanting them to probably be very patient. They're only ahead by 2. There's no hurry for any shot. Let's get a good open shot.
Maddie Gardner now in for Weisler. Sybil with it. Loses it, has it taken away. Here's Olivia Weisler. Foul before the shot.
St. Mary's foul number 10. Brianna Hedstrom for second. 14 foul for the Cardinals.
And you know, just the difference between the two on offense, St. Mary's obviously is looking a little bit more inside. They want to get it inside there to Hupp. Well, if you look at their points right now, they have scored 10 of their points inside the paint, while on the other side, Wynot has only scored 2. So they're looking for the outside shots. Even though both teams are playing man, they have different offensive philosophies.
3 on the way. Got it. That is 4 3-pointers now in the game for Wynot. Extend that lead back to 5. Arkfeld has been on fire from outside the arc. Back at you. Sybil with the 3. And the turnover. 2-on-1. Sybil has it slapped away. Good hustle back by Arkfeld to knock that out.
Really, you know, and both teams just play such pressure defense and causing those turnovers. St. Mary's right now is doing a full court, trying to cause the turnovers here on the backside so that they can go in to get some layups.
Inside to Hupp. Every time Hupp touches it down there, she's double and triple teamed. Good rebound. Blumenstock puts it back. Patty Blumenstock having a nice game. She has 7 points. We are all knotted at 16, and now the turnover.
Yeah, you know, this is going to happen, I think, every game where a team gets ahead 9, 8 points. The other team then makes some stops on defense and gets their offense going at the same time. We have a little momentum switch here.
Well, let's take a look now at last year's Class D2 state championship game.
The Irish of Falls City's Sacred Heart took on the challenge of decoding the Wynot Blue Devils' pressing defense in last year's Class D2 state finals. Backed by their defense, Wynot had won the last 4 D2 state championships and was looking to add another trophy, but Sacred Heart had other plans. Led by Maggie Goltz, the Irish took a 20-16 lead into halftime before letting the Blue Devils tie the game late in the 4th quarter. It would come down to free throws in the waning minutes of the game, as Gultz dropped 4 consecutive from the charity stripe and helped Falls City Sacred Heart capture their first Class D2 state championship trophy.
So Wynot back here again, trying to recapture their D2 title that they lost last year to Falls City Sacred Heart. They finished part of that yesterday in beating Falls City Sacred Heart in the semifinals, trying to complete the 3-game sweep down here in Lincoln and take home the trophy. Had the early lead here in this one, but it's been St. Mary's over the last 5 minutes. Good bounce pass, Blumenstock in, and she's fouled. Chance for a 3-point play for Blumenstock.
Yeah, you know, Hetty's had a couple of really big inside shots right here to pull St. Mary's not only to tie Wynot, but now to pull them ahead.
St. Mary's takes the lead, their last lead when it was 2-0, and drawing the charge. Great job by Riley Sybil. You can feel the momentum has shifted here.
Yep, and here's that nice pass by Sybil down to Blumenstock, and Blumenstock taking a nice shot in because right down there was Eskins to defender as well.
Charge the other way. As Coleman took it into the corner. Ran over the screen. Ran right through the screen and over. Three minutes to go before half here in the D2 title game. 18-16, and St. Mary's with its first lead since it was 2-0. 3 on the way from Gartner is off. Loose ball, jump ball. Gartner dove in there and got a hand on it to tie it up.
And St. Mary's tries different kinds of presses. Going back though, they trying to get back, and I think Tracy Berg is just saying, we have to get after every single loose ball.
Terrific take there by Arkfeld. Courtney Arkfeld. Good shot fake through the defender at the baseline bucket. It'll stay with the Cardinals. Goes off of White. Sydney Hupp with the bucket. She has 4 points now. Arkfeld pass tipped away, and the turnover.
St. Mary's doing a great job of man-to-man defense, but also help defense in order to get that steal there.
Blumenstock again, called for the charge this time. Some more charges called in this game than we have in the previous 3. That's the 3rd charge called here in the first half. Defenders doing a nice job of getting those feet set, getting in position.
Blumenstock, we talked about, has done a great job down there by the block, putting some shots up, but unfortunately right now she has 2 fouls and has to sit out.
Hedstrom into the game for St. Mary's. St. Mary's setting up in that full court trap. Gets the own rebound by Skylar Arkfeld. turnover. 10th turnover here in half number 1 for Wynot. They've had 4 turnovers, make it 5 in the last 3 minutes. Half of those turnovers have come in the last 3 minutes of this second period.
St. Mary's looking to, spread it out a little bit, get a drive, or get their post player Hub on the inside posting up. Because, as we know, 16 of their points have come in the paint.
Drive by Sybil. Chases down her own rebound, throws it in, but that's they go out. Thought we might have some company there for a second. Wynot ball with 31.4 to go here in this first half.
You know, a big possession here for Wynot is they could tie it or go ahead right before half.
Feld, 10 seconds to go. He's trying to look inside for twin sister. Kicks it out. Arkfeld thought about the 3. Gets a shot up. Put back after the buzzer. And that is where we will be when we head to halftime. St. Mary's, after trailing much of the first and second period, comes back in that second and takes the lead, and we head to halftime with St. Mary's on top 20-18 over Wynot. Now Andy Kindy is with head coach Tracy Berg.
With Tracy Berg here, she's on her way to the locker room. We're going to get through this because I know your voice is scratchy. After the tough start that you had, you have to be happy with where you're at with a 2-point lead going into the break.
Yeah, we just need to keep amping up our defense, and then on offense, we just need to work it around, be patient, and attack the hoop.
What do you have to do in terms of telling the girls what you're going to come out and do the first 4 minutes of that third quarter, which is oh so important to set the tone?
Right, the first 4 minutes is really going to set the tone for the rest of the game, and so what we've got to do is just attack, and keep going at them, because they're a good team and they'll keep fighting and they'll hang in there.
Well, we didn't expect anything less. A 2-point game. Good luck in the second half, Coach. St. Mary's leads Wynot 20-18. Should be a great second half here in the Class D2 state championship game. We'll have halftime festivities straight ahead.
Constellation believes in developing the next generation of Nebraska leaders, and we show that support by contributing to 4-H and FFA in the 60 Nebraska counties we serve, more than $120,000 over the past 4 years. Constellation provides natural gas for Nebraska homes, farms, ranches, and businesses. Through our support for 4-H and FFA, we're providing energy for Nebraska's future as well. Natural gas from Constellation.
Whether it's spring planting, fall harvesting, or just a drive across the state, soy biodiesel helps a diesel-powered engine operate in a demanding job. Soybean oil from Nebraska soybeans makes biodiesel a renewable fuel that's also environmentally responsible. The soybean checkoff plays a major role in supporting the use and availability of biodiesel. The Nebraska Soybean Board, growing opportunity from the ground up.
Coverage of the 2016 NSAA Girls High School Basketball Championships on NET is made possible in part by the Nebraska Soybean Board, the Nebraska Tourism Commission, Nebraska Public Power District, and Education Quest. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support. Good time for you to connect with us on Facebook and Twitter. You can add a comment, catch up on the latest Nebraska sports information. Be sure to like NET Sports as well as Big Red Wrap Up when you're out there joining the conversation. Check out our Facebook page, today, because throughout the day at all of these state championships, our photographers are roaming the floor and the stands, getting some of the candid action, and you can see those pictures that we post on Facebook, on our Facebook page. Time now for some awards to some very special student athletes, and for that, we go back to our public address announcement.
We have a very special halftime presentation this evening. Believers and Achievers is a statewide program designed by U.S. Bank and the NSAA to give recognition to Nebraska's future leaders. We have 8 Nebraska high school seniors who have demonstrated academic excellence and a commitment to good citizenship. For their involvement in school and community projects, U.S. Bank and the NSAA would like to honor the Believers and Achievers who are with us today. Presenting the awards will be U.S. Bank Representative John Dewis, NSAA Board Chairman Mr. Jay Beller of Battle Creek, and NSAA Executive Director Dr. Jim Tennefer. Our first honoree is Emma Dargy of Papillion La Vista High School. Emma is a 4.0 student who participates in softball, basketball, tennis, and journalism. Emma was a 2015 NSAA Girls Class A Tennis State Champion in number 2 doubles. Emma was also a member of Papillion La Vista's 2013 and 2015 NSAA Class A Softball Championship runner-up teams. She serves her school as National Honor Society President, while also being a student council representative. In her community, Emma is a Salvation Army volunteer and a member of Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Ladies and gentlemen, Emma Dargy. Dalton Engelbarts of Malcolm High School. Dalton boasts a 3.99 GPA while participating in football, basketball, and track and field. Dalton was a 2015 NSAA Class C Track and Field Championship 7th place medalist in the 800-meter run. Dalton was also a member of Malcolm's 2012, 2013, and 2014 NSAA Class C2 football playoffs qualifying teams. Dalton provides leadership at Malcolm as a student council vice president and FBLA treasurer, while also volunteering in his community with reading buddies and youth sports. Ladies and gentlemen, Dalton Engelbarts. Noelle Hernscher of Hastings St. Cecilia. Noelle is a 4.0 student who participates in cross country, track and field, play production, and music. Noelle is a 3-time NSAA Class D cross country championships qualifier, in addition to earning excellent ratings at NSAA district music contests. She provides leadership in her school as the dance team co-captain, a drum major in the band, and is a Teens for Life president. Noelle volunteers with Big Brothers Big Sisters and was a Cornhusker Girls state delegate. Ladies and gentlemen, Noelle Hernscher. Next is Jamel Johnson of Madison High School. Jamel is a 3.97 student who participates in football, wrestling, track and field, play production, and music. Jamel was a 6th place medalist in the 160-pound weight class at the 2016 NSAA Class C Wrestling Championships. Jamel is active in his school as a member of National Honor Society, Quiz Bowl, and the Youth Leadership Council. Jamel volunteers in the Madison community with the local food pantry, community of readers, and local youth groups. Ladies and gentlemen, Jamel Johnson. Next is Hadley Kirk of Gehring High School. Hadley carries a perfect 4.0 GPA while participating in cross country, soccer, and music. Hadley is a 4-time NSAA Class B cross country championship qualifier and a 3-time NCPA academic all-state selection. Hadley is consistently on the superintendent's honor roll while serving as a Key Club president and book club vice president. She is a member of National Honor Society, DECA, and Chess Club, while staying active in her community as a Zoofari volunteer zookeeper and soup kitchen volunteer. Ladies and gentlemen, Hadley Kirk. Next is Carter Kanopik of Lincoln Southwest High School. Carter carries a 3.97 GPA while participating in cross country, track and field, speech, and music. Carter was a 2015 NSAA Class A Track and Field Championship 4th place medalist as part of Lincoln Southwest's 3,200-meter relay team. Carter is a member of National Honor Society, marching band, and the Lincoln Southwest Athletic Leadership Team. He is involved in his community as a State Games of America volunteer and as a Service Learning Club member. Ladies and gentlemen, Carter Kanopik. Next is Emma Scheel of Waverly High School. Emma maintains a perfect 4.0 GPA while participating in soccer, play production, and music. Emma has earned several superior ratings at NSAA district music contests, in addition to being selected to sing the national anthem at the NSAA State Wrestling Championships during her sophomore and junior years. Emma is active at Waverly High as a National Honor Society member and founder of the Wallflower Project. In her community, Emma serves as a CHI Health Team volunteer. Ladies and gentlemen, Emma Shield. And our final recipient is Kate Staub of Lincoln Lutheran High School. Kate is a 3.91 student who participates in volleyball, basketball, track and field, and play production. Kate is a two-time NSAA Track and Field Championships medalist as a member of Lincoln Lutheran's 400-meter relay. Kate provides leadership in her school as student council president and cheerleading captain. Kate volunteers with the Community Blood Drive, is a STARS mentor, and serves on a Senator Youth Advisory Council. Ladies and gentlemen, Kate Staub. Folks, let's have another round of applause for the 2015-2016 Believers and Achievers.
Congratulations to the Believers and Achievers. Those who being honored for their academic as well as athletic achievement. This year's Believers and Achievers. We're at halftime of the Class D2 State Championship game. It's a tight one. 2018, St. Mary's on top.
Participating in Nebraska high school activities has taught me about teamwork.
I've learned how to lead among my peers.
At my high school, I have set goals and I work hard to accomplish them.
I like to run on my cross country team. It makes me feel good about myself.
The Nebraska School Activities Association providing opportunities in 25 activities in our 303 high schools. NSAA activities, the other half of education.
When you're looking for Nebraska's stars of tomorrow, start with the young Nebraskans in 4-H and FFA. Over the past 4 years, Constellation has given more than $120,000 to 4-H and FFA in the 60 Nebraska counties we serve. Constellation provides natural gas for Nebraska homes, farms, ranches, and businesses. By supporting 4-H and FFA, we're providing energy for Nebraska's stars of tomorrow as well. Natural gas from Constellation.
I think you're going the other way. Going the other way? No, now you're doing it well. Yeah, that's the way. That's how you want it. A little more. That's good now.
Back at the Pinnacle Bank Arena, Lincoln, Nebraska, 22-18 in this Class D2 State Championship. St. Mary's on top of Wynot. I thought maybe midway through or late first quarter, Wynot might try to run away with this a little bit, but St. Mary's found some rhythm, found some defense, started connecting, and all of a sudden they find themselves leading here at half, 20-18.
Yeah, they really did. They, stepped up the defense, which is what Tracy Berg said at halftime. They got those turnovers, and then also were able to connect on a lot of those turnovers on layups as well. So here's why not. On the outside, Courtney Arkfeld has had a great first half. She has 11 points. She is 3 for 4 from the threes, as we see a couple of the threes that she made here in the first half. But she's not the only one. Along with that, she makes a good pass here to Danielle Wiesler, who also put in a 3 on the outside. So they right now, they're shooting on the 3 points here in the first half. On the other end, though, it's a totally different game. It's an inside game with Hupp on the inside, Sydney Hupp. And here's a nice pass as they like to run down the floor. Hattie Blumstock on a good, layup there. And then again on a nice steal here by Sybil and a great pass into Blumenstock again. So again, it's a tale of two different sides. One side's hitting the threes on the outside. The other side is getting most of their points in the paint. In fact, 16 of the 20 points St. Mary's has is coming inside on the paint.
and 4 of 11 for Wynot outside the arc from 3-point range. Those are look at your halftime statistics. We are at half, 20-18. Let's go to Andy Kitty. He's with Coach.
Yeah, with Coach Steve Weisler of the Wynot Blue Devils. Coach, what did you tell your team at halftime in terms of protecting the ball, keeping it away from St. Mary's?
You got to relax a little bit. We panicked a little bit, and got to relax, rebound, and have some fun, and attack the bucket on offense a little bit. So.
All right. Good luck in the second half. That's Steve Weisler, the head coach of the Wynot Blue Devils against St. Mary's. They are now trailing by 2 as the Lady Cards take that lead into the second half. Second half action straight ahead.
Hey Mom, I need to talk to you about something. You took me on campus visits and helped me with college applications, but there's still something we haven't done yet. It's time to complete the FAFSA so I can get financial aid. I know you've been stressed out about this, but don't worry. Education Quest has tons of resources on their website to make the process really easy. You guys have been there for me every step of the way. Just returning the favor.
Get help with your FAFSA at educationquest.org.
When you've been around for more than a century, you understand the power of generations, the value of nurturing and developing those who will carry on the legacy of agriculture and food production. That's why the Aurora Cooperative helps young people gain the experience, expertise, and wisdom to feed the world, be good stewards, become responsible community leaders, and continue setting the example for the generations that follow. The Aurora Cooperative, growing opportunities.
All right, ready to go here. Third period action, Class D2 State Championship. St. Mary's on top by 2 as we start third period action. St. Mary's will have it to start. Here's Hupp, who was relatively quiet in that first half. First shot by Sybil is off. Other way, Wynot pushes the pace.
Yeah, they do like to run the ball. They both like to run the ball, but Wynot hasn't been able to do that a whole lot the first half due to that pressure defense.
There's a look at Tracy Koala. She picked up the foul, 5'10" senior guard. Tracy is, of course, everyone in the O'Neill area certainly knows. Many around the state may not. Tracy is the daughter of the late Gary Koala, longtime head coach, very well respected within the coaching circles and beloved up in the O'Neill area. Just was a terrific coach. It's Tracy's late father. All even at 20 here as we begin period number 3. And the turnover taken away by Weisler. To her second cousin, Weisler. Over to Arkfeld, who looks for Arkfeld, but takes it herself.
Nice drive there by Courtney Arkfeld to the basket. And that's another one thing, that Steve Weisler said at halftime, right here before the second half started, was that they just need to relax and don't panic. And I think that happened in the second quarter. They panicked a little bit on their turnovers.
Good job creating a turnover there by Courtney Arkfeld. Weisler drives in and she is fouled. Looks like Koala's going to pick up her second personal foul in the first 1 minute and 10 seconds, and she does.
There's a look at that drive there by Danielle Weisler. And, both coaches said they need to attack. In fact, Tracy Briggs said, attack, attack. So it looks like we're going to be driving to the basket a lot here in the second half.
Brianna Hedstrom back into the game as Tracy Koala will take a seat. And Wynot opens up a 4-point lead. So out of the locker room, it's a 6-0 Wynot run. Heard Coach Weisler say just thought we needed to be a bit more aggressive, and that's definitely a hand check or body check there by Arkfeld. She'll pick up the foul. First foul on Arkfeld. Neither team in real foul trouble. Blocked away by Arkfeld. Off the shot by Hutt, and then stripped away. There's Wiesler with it. Thought about the three. Kicked outside. Three, Arkfeld. Just off. Rebound by Blumenstock. They'll push the pace the other way. Here's Sybil. A good pass. Great dish. Coleman with a nice pass.
And that's what they want to do, you know, as Tracy Berg said. They want to attack the basket, either taking the shot themselves or looking for a nice pass that they did on this last possession. St. Mary stays in that man-to-man defense, pressuring the ball.
A good drive and the foul. He's fouled by Sydney Hupp. Hupp picks up her second foul. 2 fouls on Hedstrom, 2 on Hupp, 2 on Koala, 2 on Blumenstock. Arkfeld knocks down the first.
You know, and as we talked about, Hupp and Sybil really had over half of the points the first couple games down here for St. Mary's, and they just haven't been able to get those points. But I think that's also Wynot knows that, and they've been, you know, zeroing in on those two, especially on defense.
Blue Devils, boy, had 2 runners out there, couldn't quite connect. Stripped away.
The top there, you see the turnovers, and they're very pretty much even with 11 and 10 turnovers between the two teams, especially for the pressure defense that both teams are playing.
That turnover led directly to points, and so now the points off turnovers are 9-8. Arkfeld with another bucket. And a timeout taken by Tracy Berg. Maybe the pace wanted to slow it down a bit.
Yeah, you know, I think, as I said, they both talked about, you know, attacking, but they also both talked about being patient. And I think right now, especially at the start of this half, it slipped the other way. Right before half, St. Mary's was on the run. And now it's kind of slipped back the other way where Wynot is on the run. But they've done a good job of attacking the basket. Courtney Arkfeld has done a good job of driving in, trying to get, you know, a shot inside there rather than always relying on those outside shots.
Coverage of the 2016 NSAA Girls High School Basketball Championships on NET is made possible in part by U.S. Bank, the Nebraska Corn Board, Constellation, and the Aurora Cooperative. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We couldn't do it without your support. We have in Class D2, this is red versus blue. It's pedigree versus pedigree, state champ versus state champ. 2 of the top programs in Class D battling for a title, and we got a good one here. 28-24, Wynot on top of St. Mary's.
And, you know, as you look at all the stats right now, everything is very similar. Their shooting percentage is similar, their turnovers, their rebounds, everything is very similar. The only difference you see is where they're getting their shots from. St. Mary's has 20 points in the paint, while Wynot is getting most of their shots from the their points from the outside.
St. Mary's really trying to deny. Good back cut there. Great pass. Bucket is good by Julia Eskins, her first bucket of the day. And a terrific pass from Arkfeld.
It was a great drive and a great pass there. And that's part of what he wants to do is be patient, but sometimes it's hard to be patient because they're playing, St. Mary's is playing such pressure man-to-man defense. It's hard to be patient and just hold the ball.
And you get that over-pursuing man-to-man, back cuts are always there, and it was certainly there on that last play. Hupp finally trying to get something going. Good drive, and she just hasn't had a lot of luck getting a ball to fall. She's been right around the basket with some opportunities. Score right now, 30-24. Wynot on top of St. Mary's. We're midway through period number 3 here in Lincoln.
Texting, turn it off. If driving isn't worth your full attention, what is? A safety reminder from your Nebraska Department of Roads.
Are you cool to flex fuel? 1 in 7 Nebraskans is driving a flex fuel vehicle, and many don't even realize it. With a flex fuel vehicle, you can fill up with any blend of American ethanol and gasoline, from E10 to E15, from E30 to E85, at any time in any amount. Look for an insignia on your trunk or tailgate. You might have a yellow gas cap, or check your owner's manual. If you're cool to flex fuel, then look for a flex fuel pump in your neighborhood. Flex fuel blends with American ethanol.
6-point game, Wynot on top of St. Mary's, midway through period number 3. Turnovers even at 11. Points off turnovers 9-8. Total rebounds tied at 18. We got a close one. Sydney Hupp to shoot 2. First one is good. Hupp undecided on where she might attend college. You know, she wants to play basketball.
You know, one of the differences that can be made here in the second half of the finals is the bench and the things that they can do and come in and just to maintain, to give somebody a break, or even to be, you know, the player that makes that shot or has that steal that you need coming off the bench.
Long 2 goes off the hand of Hupp. It will stay with Wynot.
When we talk about that pressure defense on Thursday, St. Mary's, they pressured the man-to-man defense and created 29 turnovers in just that one game. So Wynot has done a good job of handling that pressure, even though, you know, Steve Wiesler talked about not panicking when something happens.
Kupta and Courtney Arkfeld back into the game for the Blue Devils in that last exchange.
The ball game for St. Mary's, Brianna Bauer.
Brianna Bauer, the freshman, in for St. Mary's. First time we've seen Bauer into the game. Sybil with it up top. Had the pick and roll there, good pass. The freshman pulled it off nicely, Brianna Bauer. Could not connect. The turnovers this half, we talked about them being even, but this half, St. Mary's has been a bit more proficient at something they would rather not be.
And I think Wynot, you know, has done a good job of connecting then on the offensive end after getting the turnover from St. Mary.
Wiesler drives in, goes hard into contact, no foul called. 3 thought about by Wiesler. Now the 3 on the way from Kupta, that's off. Arkfeld has the rebound. Outside to Arkfeld, Sydney's off.
Wynot doing a good job of getting those rebounds right there, getting 2-3 shots. That will make a difference, and I'm sure that's, you know, Tracy Berg is telling them, I'm sure, that they need to rebound. And that's one of the things that, you know, Steve Wiesler said, is that they need to rebound. They need to get those second shots.
Let's take a look at Courtney Arkfeld, the 5'9" junior forward. She averages 14 a game. She's Skylar's twin sister. Terrific defender. Great on the full court press. She was all tournament team last year at state. 3-year starter. Having quite the game here this afternoon. 17 points for Courtney Arkfeld. She leads all scorers. They look a lot alike.
They do.
Courtney and Skylar. But can you be identical twins if one's right-handed and one is left? Or maybe they just shoot that way. Drive, goes in strong, draws the foul, and gets the bucket to fill. 19 now for Arkfeld, and she'll try to add to that.
Here's a good drive. You know, she just got the pass from her sister and made a good take to the basket.
Big fist pump, too, there from Arkfeld when that went through. Extending that lead to 6.
And there's that pressure defense by Wynot, causing another turnover there for St. Mary.
Now St. Mary's will pick up full court. Got into the hands of Danielle Wiesler. Their senior leader leads them in points. 18 point guard, foul down low. Foul's going to be called on Blumenstock. Blumenstock now has 3 fouls. And Koala back in right away for Taylor Coleman. We'll see what they do with Blumenstock. And her 3 fouls.
Looks like right now St. Mary's is in a 2-3, but maybe on a man-to-man. And a 2-3 defense.
Trying to trap here in the half court. Got the trap. Up just a little late to get out there on the pass back to Arkfeld. 3 on the way off the back of the line. And Arkfeld comes away with it. They get another shot. These rebounds have found the way into the hands of the Blue Devils more times than not here in period number 3, or at least the 50-50 balls.
Checking in for St. Mary's.
Back into the game is Brianna Hedstrom for St. Mary's. She'll go in for Brianna Bauer.
Here we go.
Tipped away, Koala's got it, and then fouled up. They're going to say she traveled. Traveled before the foul. One more look.
Here's another look at this. Well, a good
Well, they're
break
always the
from
most popular
Wynot.
guys.
Why not?
That's right, why not? Jump ball call. So Hedstrom got a hand in there, tied it up, jump ball.
So both teams, you know, taking advantage of that pressure defense, being able to get right up on him, get after that ball. Wynot may look to just be patient here with only 40 seconds left in the third quarter, and they've kind of dominated here in this third quarter.
Hard into the media table right in front of us. Good job by Hupp chasing after that loose ball.
Here's another look at it. You know, you're at the point where you're going to go after every ball. Both teams are. They don't have anything to lose right now. They've got to get every possession is very precious right now. They need to make sure that they have what they need to take control of each possession. And this is a big turnover for Wynot and a big break for St. Mary's with 34 seconds left in the third quarter.
5-second call on the inbounds pass. Floater in the lane, good runner in there for the bucket by Haley Eiler. That's our first minute from Eiler. For a little offensive prowess. And then Hedstrom reaches. So Hedstrom with the foul, that's her third personal foul. And so now Hedstrom with 3, Blumenstock with 3, Hupp and Koala both with 2. Here's a look at that last little runner in the lane. Look for St. Mary's to try to match up and deny the inbounds again here.
They're double teaming right here on Wiesler.
Five to go. Wiesler throws up the 3, well short. And that will end period number 3. Wynot, who trailed at half, has come back to take a 4-point lead at the end of the third period.
No matter how you look at it, animal agriculture helps Nebraska's economy. The livestock industry provides increased tax revenues for schools and community services. Livestock enterprises also create jobs while contributing to existing businesses such as local banks and grocery stores. A thriving livestock industry helps maintain our current way of life, but also provides opportunities for the next generation of farm families. The Nebraska Soybean Checkoff helps to raise awareness of the importance of animal agriculture to Nebraska.
Programming on NET television is made possible in part by U.S. Bank. U.S. Bank knows the importance of giving back. That's why we're committed to support charitable, educational, and service organizations in communities across Nebraska and the nation. Last year, U.S. Bank employees provided more than 3,000 hours of community service in Nebraska, and we're dedicated to continuing that support. U.S. Bank, serving you in Nebraska. Member FDIC.
Back in the Class D2 state championship game, we head to period number 4. 8 minutes left before we determine a champion here in Class D2, 32-28, Wynot on top.
We've had different things in the quarters as now St. Mary's comes out with a basket right away, but first and third quarters, Wynot kind of controlled those quarters, and St. Mary's came out in that second quarter. And as Tracy Berg talked about, she felt like maybe the first 4 minutes of that second half would set the tone for the rest of the game.
Picked it up in the trap. Now they get it to Wiesler. Wide open underneath. And in is Arkfeld. So Skylar Arkfeld with her first 2. A nice job by Wiesler to find the open man. 4-point lead by Wynot.
Wynot stays in their man-to-man defense.
Good move by Hupp. She's fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2. Arkfeld is called for the foul. Skylar Arkfeld, that is her, I believe, second personal foul or third. Second on Arkfeld. Neither team has been great at the free throw line. 4 for 7 now for St. Mary's.
You see them in their full court pressure man press.
Kukta broke it, takes it right to the basket. Shot blocked by Hupp. And now St. Mary's jumps straight into the full court press. Looking for some help. Timeout called by St. Mary's.
It's a 30-second timeout.
So with their pressure defense, she does a good job driving in here, but Hupp does a great job of defending that there on the drive to get the stop for St. Mary's.
34-31 as you look at the St. Mary's huddle after that timeout. Hey, sports fans, NET is for you. We bring you more Nebraska high school championships and collegiate sports than any other Nebraska network. For more information on dates, times, and available webcasts, you can visit our website at netnebraska.org/sports. Thrilled to be able to bring you these state high school championships across the state right here on NET. We've crowned 3 champions already today, about to crown a 4th. That would be right here in D2. We're 6:54 away from doing that, barring overtime.
I have a feeling that the district game was probably very similar to what we're seeing here today as well. I don't think it was one-sided at all, according to the score with only 9 points.
3 on the way. Rattles out of there, tipped around. And a jump ball. Possession arrow will go to Wynot. Back into the game for the Blue Devils comes Maddie Gartner. She'll come in for Olivia Wiesler. And here is Gardner. Markfield tries to save it, does. Back to Wiesler. And Kukta will reset.
Again, I think he wants to attack the basket, but he wants to also be very patient, make sure they get the shot that they need for Wynot.
And Hedstrom picks up foul number 4. There you see the team fouls. That's the 7th. That puts Wynot in the bonus, so they'll be shooting 1 and 1. Wynot with just 3. And St. Mary's foul situation beginning to rack up. Hedstrom, one of the top players off the bench, now has 4. Blumenstock still with 3. And 5:54 to go here in the game. Wiesler knocks him down, extends that lead back to 5 at 36-31. Hupp nearly has it taken away.
And now he's giving Courtney Artfield, I think, just a little breather here while he can't afford to. And then I'm sure it's going to go right back with her because right now she has 19 of their 36 points.
Rebound tipped around and then loose on the ground. And it's tied up again. This will stay with St. Mary's. Blumenstock with another terrific opportunity there down low. She leads St. Mary's with 13 points. Season average is 8. She had 6 in the semifinals. Sybil, who had 22 and 18 in the first 2 games, right now with 7. Foul called on the Blue Devils. That'll go against Danielle Wiesler. Just her first. Wiesler comes away with it. Take by Sybil. Didn't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, and that's the attacking, I think, that they want to have right now to the basket, being down 5 points with 5 minutes left.
Why not afraid to milk some clock here. And now she's trapped. And a timeout called by Steve Riesler. So Wynot will have 2 timeouts left after that one, and the same for St. Mary's as we near the midway point here in this final period of action. 36-31, Wynot on top. Let's go over to Andy Kindy.
Yeah, Larry, you might notice in the Wynot huddle, you have some youngsters that are very well dressed. They are middle school basketball players, student managers, if you will. There's 8 of them. And how about building a culture? There might be a reason why the Wynot machine keeps showing up in the state championship game. You know, as you mentioned, and as we've mentioned many times in this broadcast, 7 straight trips to the state finals, and this is one of those success breeding success as the Blue Devils are going for their 6th state championship.
There they are. Middle school players who some of the student managers, but wow, what an experience to be here on the floor in this environment. You know, the more times you're here, the less intimidated you are by it. So you're getting that early experience now.
Absolutely. Being able to watch these older girls, and as you said, sit right there on the bench and the state finals here at Pinnacle Bank Arena.
Hustled by Weasley. Push called on. Catch that? Julia Eskins maybe down low, away from the basketball.
He's just trying to set a screen on the opposite side, trying to keep that defender from going in as Arkfeld went in for that layup.
St. Mary's would love to have about half the baskets that they've had an opportunity to sink down low. Thought that was off. Did they say that's with Wynot? Okay. Here's Arkfeld, the pull up from the free throw line. Long rebound, chased down by Hupp. Sybil with it. And Coleman resets up top. 4 minutes to go. Hupp looks down low. Hupp takes herself. Got it. Good move by Sydney Hupp.
And that's what I think she's been wanting to do the whole game, just has not been able to do that. Arkfeld has played some really good defense on her.
Hupp now with 9 in the game. And timeout called by Steve Riesler. Weasley will have 1 timeout left. St. Mary's with 2. 36-33, Wynot on top. Hey, sacred places heal us. They restore calm, enlighten the mind, and inspire the soul, whether they are churches or temples, shrines, even cemeteries. In the newest NET production, Nebraska's Sacred Places, you get to travel the state and see some of the spectacular architecture, the inspiring history, and the continued dedication to preserve Nebraska's sacred places. Watch it Thursday night at 10 Central on NET and on the NET Nebraska app. Great crowd on hand from Wynot and from St. Mary's. Here's a look into the Blue Devil huddle.
Yeah, and it's just a great time for both of these towns. You know, the small towns, this is what they live for, to be able to come here to Lincoln to support their team. They've supported them all season, I'm sure. But again, to come down to Lincoln and to support their girls here in the state basketball tournament is just a treat for everybody in the town. I think the whole town probably just shuts down for the weekend.
Sybil on Weasley, that's been a battle this entire game, those two going at it.
It has been. Sybil has done a very good job of containing Weasley. She has not been able to make the shots like she did first half.
And the turnover, Hupp picks it up. Here comes Coleman now, bringing it up the floor, gets it into the hands of Sybil. 3-10 down by 3 is St. Mary's with the ball.
And you know, we talked about Wynot came out in that third quarter, really got after things offensively, got some points, but now we kind of feel like St. Mary's is making that turn. They're staying right with them, not letting, you know, Wynot get away from them again, and now they're kind of making the turn, making things happen on defense.
Emily Pongratz is fouled down low. She will go to the line to shoot 2. Got the first one. Big key free throw there for the senior Emily Pongratz. Trying here to cut it to 1. She knocks them both down. Boy, smooth stroke there from the senior reserve. Good take by Arkfeld, lays it in, extends it back to 3.
Yeah, good break of the press there by her sister Skylar, and then a nice pass inside as Courtney was able to take it up for the layup.
They immediately jump back into that full court press. Here's Hupp driving in. Hupp can't get it to go. Good rebound, back up strong. Got it. Pongratz with a couple of big baskets here late in period number 4.
And that's what I was talking about. You need your bench to come in. You need the help from the bench either on defense or on offense.
St. Mary's continues to apply pressure. Look at Sybil denying Weisler up top. And in the block by Hupp. Needs some help here. Sybil comes back to it. And a timeout called by Tracy Berg. They'll take a full timeout, so both teams now with 1 timeout left.
Wow, I think we've been here already earlier today where we're down to just 1 point. There's a good drive by Courtney Arkfeld, but also a good defense by Hupp there.
37-38, Wynot up by 1. Hey, in April, you can join NET in Omaha for a special highlight preview of the Antique Show that was filmed in Omaha last summer. And be the first to see an excerpt from the NET production, The Road Show Visits Nebraska. It's a behind-the-scenes look at how the road show works. This event will take place in Omaha Wednesday night, April 6th, beginning at 7. To reserve your seat for the free event, call 800-634-6788, or you can visit netnebraska.org/roadshow. One-point game, 1:46 to go here in the D2 championship game. Tracy Berg preserves the possession, calls the timeout.
I'm sure they were talking about, you know, being patient, controlling the ball, not having a turnover, getting the shot that they want. And I'm sure Wynot has talked about when if they stop them, get the ball back, they want the ball in Weisler's hand, because right now she is 4 for 4 from free throws.
Looking to take the lead here. Oh, got the runner in the lane. That's Eiler, the second time she's made a shot like that. And that is St. Mary's first lead since 7:44 in the third quarter. 39-38. St. Mary's regains the lead. 1:10 to go. Jump out of that double team. Weisler didn't turn it over. Nice job to contain. Back up top. Wynot will look for the shot here. They certainly don't want to hold for a final shot, but looking for a good shot with 52 to go.
And, you know, it makes it really tough. Sybil is doing a great job playing defense on Weisler because she has a hard time even setting the play up with the tough pressure defense that Sybil's putting on her.
Yeah, and you saw Coach Weisler say, we got to go. Let's go. We're not holding here. There's the drive. Blocked by Hupp. Hupp has had 2 big blocks here late, and a jump ball called. sneaking in behind, and the ball will go back to Wynot. What a huge play there. And it was Arkfeld grabbing one more look. Hupp with the block, grabs it, and look at Arkfeld sneak in and tie it up. Tremendous play there by Arkfeld. Gives him another chance here. 3 on the way. Just off. Hupp with the rebound. Tipped around. And a foul called. And that will be the 7th team foul on Wynot. It will put O'Neill St. Mary's in the 1-1. Wide open Maddie Gardner had a look at it. It was a good shot. Just rims out. Eskins back into the game now for the Blue Devils. And now imperative to knock down the free throws if you're St. Mary's. Wynot has a scoring drought of the last 238. They're one of their last 6 free from field goal. Hupp knocks down the free throw, makes it a 2-point game.
And Wynot does have 1 timeout remaining with 18 seconds left.
Second one is off. Arkfeld has it. Now Weisler crosses the line. 3-pointer on the way. Got it! What a shot by Arkfeld! Knocks it down and gives Wynot the lead at 41-40 with 7.6 to go. Wow, what a shot for Courtney Arkfeld.
You know, there was just no hesitation at all. She grabbed that and she was shooting that from there. What a great shot for her. And that gives her 21 points today. She's had a great game offensively and defensively because she's had a hard, job of guarding Hupp on defense as well. And there's that last shot by Courtney, which also gives them a 41-40 lead with 7.6 seconds left.
Wow, she is a competitor, huh? Watch the fist pump after this falls. Big shot in a big moment, and Wynot, with that 3, has taken a 1-point lead, 41-40, 7.6 seconds to go. Time for Tracy Berg, who used her final timeout to draw up a play.
Both teams are in a 1-on-1. You're going to see the pressure defense, I'm sure, by Wynot because they don't want him to get down the floor without using any time on the clock. And I would suggest, probably we're going to see either Sybil or Hupp getting the ball here.
Tipped away, Arkfeld again!
It's a good steal. She just had a double dribble. Got a little excited when she got that ball.
So
she knew where she was going.
3.2.
Right
O'Neill St. Mary's has to get a shot up quickly, down by 1. Here's Hupp. Pass over, shot is up, and it's just off! That's the game! The trophy's headed back to Wynot. Sybil had the look she wanted. Just a little strong on the layup, rolls off the front edge of the rim, and what a fantastic Class D2 finish.
No, I think it's just with Steve Weisler. If you saw him right after the game with his hands on the head, just going, oh my gosh, I can't believe this just happened. I can't believe that we just won this game, especially having a great look there by Sybil. A great up the court pass for them to have a chance.
What a terrific finish in the D2 state championship game. Wynot with that 3-pointer by Courtney Arkfeld holds on to win it, 41-40. Trophy and medals when we come back.
The Aurora Cooperative is reshaping the agricultural landscape through world-class agronomy, innovative grain marketing, energy, and animal nutrition, with the vision and financial strength to not just anticipate change, but create it, driven by an unwavering commitment to the farmers and ranchers we serve, to their communities, and to the next generation of agricultural leaders. The Aurora Cooperative, growing opportunities.
All right, college visit number 2. Here we go. What?
College visit.
Learn more from Education Quest at govisitcollege.org.
Coverage of the 2016 NSAA Girls High School Basketball Championships on NET is made possible in part by the Nebraska Soybean Board, the Nebraska Tourism Commission, Nebraska Public Power District, and Education Quest. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support. So the net's coming down and the trophy's going back to Wynot. They win it 41-40 in a terrific finish here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. And now for the Sportsmanship Award, we go to Heath Kramer.
The Nebraska School Activities Association, the Nebraska Coaches Association, and the Nebraska Athletic Administrators Association are proud to support positive sportsmanship during the state championships and throughout the season. At this time, we are pleased to present the Sportsmanship Awards for classes C1 and D2. The trophies are graciously donated by Awards Unlimited. The Sportsmanship Program's official supporting partner is the Nebraska National Guard. Making the presentations are Nebraska National Guard representatives, Command Chief Warrant Officer Teresa Domier and Sergeant First Class Maren Stewart. Representing the NSI AAA, Galen Kronhoffman of Alma and Jeff Konaleski from West Point Beamer. The Nebraska Coaches Association Executive Director Darren Boyset. The Class C1 Sportsmanship Award winner is Lincoln Christian High School. Congratulations, Lincoln Christian High School. For Class D2, the Sportsmanship Award is Lions Decatur Northeast. Congratulations, Lions Decatur Northeast. The Nebraska School Activities Association is honored to have medals and trophies for both of these outstanding teams. Presentations will be made by NSAA Executive Director Dr. Jim Tenneper and Board of Directors Dan Kieser from Sutherland, Jay Beller from Battle Creek, and U.S. Bank Representative John Dewis. Here are the awards for your 2016 Class D2 runner-up, St. Mary's High School. Well, head coach Tracy Berg and your assistants, please step forward toward the middle of the court to present the silver medals. Players, as your names are called, please come forward to receive your medals. Brianna Bauer, Kendra Kozacek, Brooke Benson, Brianna Hedstrom, Abby Hedstrom, Hattie Blumenstock, Taylor Coleman, Haley Eiler, Logan Connacht, and for the seniors, Sydney Huff, Tracy Qualla, Riley Sybil, Emily Pongratz, and Kaylee Harvey. And now, here's the 2016 Class D2 NSAA State Basketball Runner-Up Trophy. Congratulations, St. Mary's High School. Now to your 2016 Class D2 state champions, Wynot High School. Head coach Steve Wiesler, we have a special award for you. Coach, would you and your assistants please present the gold medals to the members of your championship team? And players, as your names are called, please come forward to receive your medals. Madeline Gardner. Darian Greninger. Courtney Linder. Courtney Arkfeld. Carissa Kukta. Julia Eskins. Darian Ahrens. Skylar Arkfeld. And to the seniors, Olivia Wiesler. And Danielle Wiesler. Presenting the team championship game ball from Farmers Mutual Insurance is Regional Director of Agencies, Tim Vello. To head coach, Steve Wiesler. And now, here is the 2016 Class D2 NSAA State Basketball Championship Trophy. Congratulations, Wynot High School.
What a terrific finish here in this Class D2 state championship game. Wynot wins it over St. Mary's, the final 41-40. And with St. Mary's head coach Tracy Berg, here's Andy Kindy.
All right, we're here with the head coach, Tracy Berg of the St. Mary Cardinals, the Lady Cards. You know, we have to talk about that last exchange, that last play. What was drawn up, and they had the look that you wanted.
Yeah, we've been working on that this last week of practice. It's just a play that is designed for the last second if we need it, and we obviously needed it here at the end, and it was there. We just didn't get it off quite in time.
What was the difference in the big picture for this game in terms of the win and the loss? Because it was really a terrific played basketball game between two schools going at each other.
Right. We kind of knew what we were coming against, and they're a very aggressive, very good basketball team. And I thought we really handled their pressure well. We dug ourselves into a hole a couple of times, but then we battled back, and we seemed to be right back in it, and we just got right there. We just didn't quite get it at the end.
Couldn't get over the hump. Last question is, what do you say about this group? You're going to lose some players, some key players. Win a state championship last year, come up just short and come in second this year next, then the year after winning the state championship. What is it? How special is this group?
Words can't even describe this group. They're believers. They're hard workers. They're just anything you could ask for. They're so easy to coach, and they're fun. They work hard day in and day out, and they put in a lot of time in the gym.
Coach, thanks so much for your time, and congratulations on a great season. St. Mary's from O'Neill, they finished the season 23-5 and second place in Class D2. We'll hear from Wynot, the Blue Devils, straight ahead.
Head trauma and concussion risk minimization is a priority of the NSAA. When in doubt, sit them out.
Some common symptoms of concussions are dizziness, confusion, and nausea.
The NSAA requires coaches in all sports to take a concussion course annually.
For more information regarding concussion management and return to play protocol, visit our website, nsaahome.org. When in doubt, sit them out.
Over the years, the Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association has supported many Nebraska athletes by helping them excel physically. but the mental game is just as important. That's why we're pleased to sponsor the NSAA Academic All-State Award Program, recognizing students and athletes who shine in the classroom and as leaders. We're proud to team up with these exceptional individuals. Together we can continue to make Nebraska a great place to live, learn, and play.
I had 29 students in my class.
We've been together since kindergarten.
High school, 4 years of growing up.
Growing together. Senior year.
I am done with school.
I'm invincible.
They don't understand me.
Forget about it. Let's have fun.
I had 29 students in my class.
Coverage of the 2016 NSAA Girls High School Basketball Championships on NET is made possible in part by U.S. Bank, the Nebraska Corn Board, Constellation, and the Aurora Cooperative. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We couldn't do it without your support. So congratulations once again to Wynot, winning it 41-40 on that late three-pointer that gave them that 1-point lead, 41-40. St. Mary's had its look, but sometimes the ball rolls the right way and sometimes it doesn't. In that case, it did not. Let's take a look at final stats from this game, the Class D2 State Championship.
You know, really, as you look at the stats, they're very similar. I mean, look at rebounds and turnovers.
Yeah.
Exactly the same. Obviously, we talked about points in the paint. It's a big difference, but they each have different offensive philosophies of where they want to score as well. One of the keys, probably the three-point field goals. You know, Wynot made 5 three-pointers. That makes a huge difference on your points there as well. Otherwise, all the stats are pretty similar, especially both of them played that pressure defense. You know, they did the same kinds of things. Everything very similar between the two teams, as I talked about, just where they scored their points. And, you know, as you said, things happening at the right time. We had some different things first and third quarter, Wynot kind of taking over. And then second and the start of the fourth quarter, St. Mary's making their run. But that's what's going to happen when you have two great offensively and great defense teams playing each other in a game like this.
Well, what a terrific finish it was. When we come back, we get to hear from those young ladies right there. And Steve Weisler, who can hardly believe it. They're state champs.
When you've been around for more than a century, you understand the power of generations, the value of nurturing and developing those who will carry on the legacy of agriculture and food production. That's why the Aurora Cooperative helps young people gain the experience, expertise, and wisdom to feed the world, be good stewards, become responsible community leaders, and continue setting the example for the generations that follow. The Aurora Cooperative, growing opportunities.
Constellation believes in developing the next generation of Nebraska leaders, and we show that support by contributing to 4-H and FFA in the 60 Nebraska counties we serve, more than $120,000 over the past 4 years. Constellation provides natural gas for Nebraska homes, farms, ranches, and businesses. Through our support for 4-H and FFA, we're providing energy for Nebraska's future as well. Natural gas from Constellation.
Welcome back inside Pinnacle Bank Arena with the Wynot Blue Devils, your Class D2 state champions. They win 41-40 in a thriller. Head coach Steve Weisler here joining us in the interview room. Coach, I got to ask you about that last sequence of events. First the three and then the final play. What was your thoughts going through your heads during those final seconds?
It's an amazing finish to a game. That's something that kids like Courtney who hit that shot and kids only dream of having in their lifetime. But I got to give it all to the kids because, you know, we had one timeout left there and there's 10 seconds left and thought was do we call a timeout or let them play it through and I was about ready to call it and I seen the pass to Courtney. He's like, well, she's going to, you know, here's her chance. So that was an amazing shot and then the rim at the buzzer was just tough for the other team. And good for us, but a great game.
Yeah, you had a reaction kind of like Tom Brady when the Patriots won that first Super Bowl and his hands were up by his helmet. I want to ask you about the game in general. What was the difference in your mind?
You know, I think both teams, I know we played 3 great teams down there. The first round of CWC was really a good team. And yesterday's game with Falls City, great coached and great team, and this team is a great coach as well. And I just thought that our girls gave it absolutely everything they had all game long, but I could tell our legs were running out late in that fourth quarter. But it was a gutty performance. The kids never gave up, and that just says a lot.
And what does it say about the community of Wynot? There's 6 state championship, and 5 in the last 6 years. What does this say?
I don't know. We got a great group of kids that we work with and a great group of parents and it's a support system. And we're a small, very small community, but just the people in this community step up and help out, even if it isn't their own, don't have kids playing. And it's just amazing, and they really pull behind the team, and the community does. And this group of girls just work hard every year and are really committed young ladies.
Well, congratulations, Steve Weisler. He's the champion head coach of the Wynot Blue Devils. We're going to hear from some of those young ladies straight ahead as the Blue Devils celebration continues. The D2 champions 41-40 over St. Mary's.
Participating in Nebraska high school activities has taught me about teamwork.
I've learned how to lead among my peers.
At my high school, I have set goals and I work hard to accomplish them.
I like to run on my cross country team. It makes me feel good about myself.
The Nebraska School Activities Association providing opportunities in 25 activities in our 303 high schools. NSAA activities, the other half of education.
We buy smartphones. We buy clothes. We buy game consoles and TVs, tickets to movies, concerts, and sporting events. It's kind of funny. We buy all these things to make us happy, when really all we need is each other. A place where we can all connect and get away for a while. Wouldn't that be nice?
Welcome back inside Pinnacle Bank Arena. The Wynot Blue Devils win their 6th state championship in school history, 41-40 over St. Mary's of O'Neill, the Lady Cardinals. Let's talk to a couple of the champion Blue Devil players. Here's the hero, Courtney Arkfeld, who hit that big three-pointer with 7 seconds left. What's going through your head when you're spotting up for the 3?
I hope this goes in. I don't know. It was just awesome to make that shot. It was great.
What did it feel like when it left your hand? It was one of those, some shooters know when it's gonna make it, and some you never know. What did you think when it left your hand?
I was pretty sure it was gonna go in. I was pretty confident, and I just had to take that shot. It was now or never. So.
Yeah, your reaction was pretty priceless. You had a fantastic game with 24 points and 6 rebounds. Was there ever a point in this game you're saying, maybe this isn't our day, or were you confident that this was your day?
I was confident. I knew our teammates could do this. I knew we could do this. We just had to work hard, and we've been wanting this since last year, and so.
Yeah, it came up short in the last year, but not this year. All right, thank you very much, Courtney. Congratulations. Why don't you hand it off to Danielle here. Danielle Weisler, the senior with 9 points and perfect 4 from 4 from the free throw line. I want to ask you first, what did that feel like when you see the ball go up and the other team, St. Mary's, has a nice shot at the end and it rims out? Were you saying, uh-oh, when the ball went up in the air?
Oh, yeah, I was definitely saying, uh-oh. She's a really good player, and I was just hoping that God would give us a break this one time, and he did. So.
Well, let me ask you, too, about just the game in general. You started out so well and then had a little dip there in the second quarter. What did you say at halftime to regroup?
Yeah, I knew that I needed to be there for the team, take care of the ball, because that's my job as a point guard, and I knew I trusted my teammates to take care of the ball also, and that's just what they did.
And what does winning a state championship mean to you as a senior?
Oh, being a senior, you always want to go out top, so I really wanted to end my season with a win. That's what we did.
Outstanding. Why don't you hand off the trophy to Olivia here. Olivia Weisler, another senior coming in. Don't drop it, ladies. That was almost a double dribble there. Hey, Olivia, tell me about the last moments and what was going through your head when the horn goes off and you realize you're a state champion.
I was just saying, thanks God, thanks God. I was so nervous at the end there, and when I heard the buzzer go off, my mind was just in overdrive. I was just going crazy.
It's incredible. How about this? As a senior, you guys leave a lasting legacy. You guys are on quite a run as a school. This is your 6th state championship. What will this team leave in terms of a legacy at Wynot?
Just the fact that we always work hard and we play together, and we just we just play together and work as a team, and yeah.
And you're going to have fun and party because you're the state champions. Congratulations, Olivia Weisler. Here, the state champion Wynot Blue Devils. They knock off St. Mary's of O'Neill, the Lady Cardinals, 41-40, the Class D2 state champions.
I wanted to get tickets to the Antiques Roadshow because I wanted to see everybody in person. My husband encouraged me, the old Sandhills rancher. He said, you need to go. And so by golly, I called up and I joined NET, and which I've always been wanting to do anyway. So it was a win-win for me.
Watch Antiques Roadshow from Omaha, April 18th, 25th, and May 2nd at 7 p.m. Central on NET.
Hi, I'm Rachel Schwartz-Colwell. NET brings Nebraska together through coverage of high school and college athletics. Contributions from nearly 1,000 sports partners club members make possible more than 200 hours of sports throughout the year. Members receive invitations to special events like tailgates and live productions. You can join the Sports Partners Club at netnebraska.org. Sports partners like you put the action in NET sports. Thank you.
Watch the NSAA Boys State High School Basketball Championships Saturday, March 12th, beginning at 9 a.m. Central and continuing throughout the day on NET. There's action in all classes. Visit netnebraska.org for times. Live streaming is available at the NET website and on the NET Nebraska app.
Coverage of the 2016 NSAA Girls High School Basketball Championships on NET is made possible in part by the Nebraska Soybean Board, the Nebraska Tourism Commission, Nebraska Public Power District, and Education Quest. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support. So back at Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln, Nebraska, the Class D2 state championship in the books, and another one for Wynot as they take the state championship. Getting set for the Class A game, you see Millard West and Lincoln East Spartans out warming up. When you think about back at the last game, two defining moments. One, you make the three-pointer, and at the other end, that ball just did not want to take the right roll for St. Mary's.
Yeah, and I think you know, as we saw the reaction of Steve Weisler after that shot did not go in, it was just, it's so up and down. Right. You know, they're so excited they made that, but then, you know, St. Mary's says we have a chance too, and they did have a chance. It was a great out-of-bounds play for them to run and to practice, thank goodness, this last week to get that play in there as well. But, you know, it's great to hear both coaches talk about their community, the great girls that they have on their team, the hard work that they do, you know, to get here and to prove themselves and that they are as both of them being successful programs.
You know, we see enough games, state championship games over the years, and you tend to be able to pick up and see those players who want to make the play in the big moment. And Ark felt like one of those players throughout the game. She wanted the ball in her hands at the big moment, not afraid. You heard her tell Andy, well, when I let go of it, I thought it was in. Just the confidence, the ability, the willingness, the fearlessness to be able to take that shot and make that shot for your team, for your community.
Absolutely. You know, you do. Right when she got that and she put that up, there wasn't any hesitation. And as you said, she said, well, I knew it. Well, then she said, I was pretty sure it was going in. And I think she was pretty confident that it was going in. You know, and on the other end, you know, Sybil's a great player as well. And I'm sure she thought that one was going in as well because it was a great shot also.
So Class A state championship coming up. It's Millard West, the Wildcats, taking on the Spartans. These two teams have squared off once already this year. I think Millard West would tell you probably not one of their better games. Lincoln East feels pretty good about it because they won it. What do you think here?
You know, they both do have, you know, both of them are great teams. You know, obviously Millard West is a very athletic team, both inside and outside. You know, they have Lamers on the inside. She is such a force inside of there, and she just creates some great shots inside of there. You know, and isn't the biggest girl in Class A, but she certainly plays that way inside of there. And they also have Courtney Merriweather, who is another force inside. And then Lauren Ronja on the outside is a great shooter. for Lincoln East. You know, they play a zone where they pressure, they trap, they cause the turnovers. You know, obviously, I think they're led by Grace Berry. I mean, she controls the floor.
Yep.
She controls it on offense. She controls it on defense. She drives to the basket, and she's just a ball of fire out there for her team. She makes things happen.
Both teams have headed to the locker room. They're getting set for the game. We will too when we come back. Class A state championship coming up on NET Sports. I know.